Caesar's stealing the show tonight. Tonight's hot topic is about local bands breaking up far too soon, in our opinion. And there's a lot to say on this, so who wants to go first?
There's a lot to say and a lot we can't say.
Well, yeah, there is. That's true.
Jimmy.
Dennis.
Jimmy.
Yeah. No, I think, there is. There seems to be this, I don't know, whether it's like a new year, new you type of thing of quitting bands and starting up new ones and everything like that. I don't know what
Fantastic.
it is. I remember reading somewhere that a lot of marriages break down just after Christmas into January and February, and I'm wondering whether it might be something like that.
THRS for marriage counselling.
They say that being in a band is like being in a marriage.
Oh, it is.
You know, it is. And I don't get it, though. I mean, everyone goes through hard times. If you really want to be successful in your band, you're gonna go through shit at some stage. That's just the way it is. You got 4 or 5 people in the same band,
yeah.
You know, all blokes or a girl here and there, or obviously more ladies. I'm just digging a hole here, but I'm trying to cover it up.
Caesar will get you out.
And what was I talking about? Yeah, and so
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got, different egos and all that sort of stuff, and it's
priorities.
Hard. It's hard, yeah, different priorities, people at different stages in their lives. So I get it, but at the same time, like, it's happening too much. There's so much quality out there, and some of the really good quality bands seem to be breaking up. And breaking up is hard to do, but we all know that.
No.
But stick it out, boys and girls, because there's a rainbow on the other side, and if you get there, you will blaze.
Reap the pot of gold.
Reap the pot of gold, yeah.
Harden the fuck up.
Just in simple terms.
Like, a lot of the bands breaking up have captured that lightning in a bottle, so to speak. And you're probably not going to get it again. So just fucking stick it out, ride it out. You know, no one in particular, so don't get all pissy and shit after watching this, but fuck you if you do. Stick it out, fucking... Anyway. Yeah, you all want to break after Christmas and shit, but get over it. Move on. Fucking keep, doing what you do. You'll fucking get somewhere eventually. Some of you are on the verge of fucking greatness.
Yes.
And you're calling it quits because you're a bunch of fucking pussies. Not all of you, some of you. I'm not saying names. There's a fair few bands that are breaking up. Some that no one even else knows about.
No, there's a lot that we know about behind the scenes that is yet to come to light as well.
A lot of you.
Yeah. Now, in my opinion, I think a lot of this throws back to when we had Airborne on the show.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, they've had the same guys together for over 10 years now, and they made little silly commitments, but actually important commitments. Things like not watching the Lethal Weapon movies until they got to headline Donington. That might sound really trivial and stuff.
I could not do that, man. I watch them at least once a year.
Exactly, but this is the thing, and they've all sat down and they haven't watched any of the Lethal Weapon movies since they were teenagers, and that's
so set little goals.
Yeah, and they didn't have a plan B. They didn't give themselves an out.
That's just torture.
And so I think a lot of what's been lost along the way, in my opinion, is work ethic for starters.
Yeah,
and that's not to say that the bands don't work hard. They do. We know they do. But
they need to work harder.
But the thing is,
you hear that, espionage?
But it's more important to not stop. There are bands that have come back from overseas and they've gone, let's take a break. That's the worst time in history to take a fucking break.
Yeah, you don't ever do that.
You've got to come back and keep going. You don't get to take a break pretty much ever if you want to make this work, because the only reason why this show has done the way it's gone so well is because we sat down and we said we're not going to take any breaks, we're going to keep doing new episodes every week, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And we keep finding a way to do that every single week in, week out. We had Dave fill in for you, which was fantastic, and we'll keep rotating things through as we need to make things like that happen.
And the thing is, we hate each other's guts. And for us to get in here every week, it's hell, it's torture. But we do it because we love it, But I'm joking, of course.
Speak for yourselves.
Oh no!
I was going to say speak for yourself and bored as fuck, but then again, I'm a brick.
Yes, you are apparently.
Oh yes.
But the thing is that there are lineup changes, that sort of stuff. I get those things, but for bands to completely fold,
you implode.
Van Halen didn't fold when David Lee Roth left or got kicked out. They got another singer.
And the thing is, some of the things that we're hearing about are for really fucking dumb reasons too. as in insanely stupid reasons. If you can't do certain little things to keep your lives on track as a creative entity, then you are really fucking up when you're on the verge of having some really good opportunities thrown your way too.
Yeah.
Not naming names, we're not allowed to, but for fuck's sake, seriously, some of the shit that we hear is just fucking insane.
Come on, keep it together, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just a case of work. And I know that sounds simple, but you've got to work for it. If you really want it, go for it, and don't let anything stand in your way.
It's like any relationship.
Well, yeah.
It really is. Like, we laugh, but it is. You want to get somewhere with, say, 4 or 5 dudes in the one entity. Oh, hang on, this is going pear-shaped. Not in the
banana-shaped, mate.
In a music sense, of course. Yeah, and so obviously there's going to be differences of opinion, and you've just got to try and work through it. And
how many bands have that conflict and create the best shit going around anyway? So, but anyway, I guess we've rattled on, unless you guys have anything more that we can vent on now. But I really think that too many bands are breaking up far too soon. And it's just a case of work harder at this shit. Don't quit, especially not when you're ahead. That's the dumbest move of all time.
Yeah, don't quit while you're ahead.
That is so silly. Don't take breaks. Don't stop. Keep going. Just work in different spaces. Don't stop working, period. That's my point of view. Give us your thoughts over on the page. Tell us, or on social media in general, tell us what you'd like to see or what bands you wish would stay together.
And let's face it, you're not going to do any better.
Well, yeah, true. Enough. We'll move on.
If we're talking about you, you're not going to do any better. And we're not mentioning names again, but...
This is going to be contentious. Over to you guys.
I'm going to get so many fucking messages.
Oh, you are. Give us your thoughts about the bands you wish had stayed together, or your thoughts on bands breaking up far too soon across all the social media channels.
Breaking up is hard to do.
I was that Quiet Riot song. Breaking up is a heartache. Keep it up. Yeah, anyway, fuck off.
Fade Black. Go.
No, that's Metallica.
I know.
This review is brought to you by Seren Cabinets and Shopfitting. If you've ever had to work in the shop and put shelves up and shit, you know it's bloody hard work, so give these guys some help because they support us, so support them. Links in the video below, in the details below. Yeah.